Okay, so they're replacing the carpet in the hallway and doing some loud thing outside. I don't even know what it is, and I don't see them stopping anytime soon, and I have to record this. So I'm sorry if there's background noise, but take it up with my building management. World event. Okay. I'm sure we all remember the devastating earthquakes that rocked Japan a year ago and the nuclear disaster that followed. Before this, 30% of Japan's power was provided by nuclear sources. Now, just 14 months after this disaster, Japan has shut down its last nuclear reactor. There was speculation that a whole bunch of horrible things would happen when they shut it down, like public transit would fail, like the electric trains, elevators, lighting, all stuff like that. They were afraid was just going to not work once they shut this down. But as of the time of filming, there have been no major issues reported, and thousands actually marched down the streets of Tokyo on Saturday to celebrate the lack of nuclear power. The CNN article that all that came from is located down in the general pants area if you want to give it a read over. In light of recent events, the album of the week this week is Licensed to Ill by the Beastie Boys. I'm just kidding, but it actually does have something to do with that. I'll get to that in a minute. For the first time, I actually don't own this week's album of the week, and that's not because I don't love it, and that's not because I wouldn't buy it. It's because I've never seen a physical copy of anything by this artist ever, anywhere. They're Swedish, and it just doesn't show up over here. They're not that popular, and they're not even a band anymore. They were only around for like 4 years, I think. So the album of the week, over here, I'm sorry about the black rectangular bars. I'm not yet good enough at iMovie to figure out how to make that go away. But it's The Art of Telling Lies by Baines Jenna, which, with their original vocalist, who's on this album, were one of my favorite bands when they still existed. And if you click on it, you'll be taken to the song Everybody Loves You When You're Dead, which is where the whole Beastie Boys guy dying thing comes in, and where Whitney Houston comes in, and all kinds of people come in. To me, it's kind of like Necrophilia, a little bit. I mean, somebody dies and suddenly you're so in love with them and everybody's all like, oh yeah, I love their music. It's not like I didn't know who they were yesterday or anything. However, that is not my favorite song off of the album. My favorite song on the album is called Paper Heart, and if you click on my sheep's face, you'll get to listen to that. It's a pretty good song in my personal opinion. I think you'll like it too. Yes, by the way, this is turning into a who has a cuter stuffed animal war. I think that's it for this week. I hope to see those of you who are still in Ottawa for the summer tonight at the Avengers. And to the rest of you, until next Tuesday, best wishes and DFTBA.